All right, so today I wanted to talk to you. I know I've mentioned the favorite scents of mine, perfume scents that are amazing, and I hope that you've tried them or at least sampled them in a department store because they are my favorite. They smell delicious and you're gonna love them too. But today I wanted to talk about how to make your scent last all day, where to apply the scents, how to keep from smelling during the day. And I don't mean this in a dumb way, but in a really just practical way, because sometimes, some things can be more effective. And so I wanted to make sure that you had all of the tools, all of the information and resources to get the maximum efficiency out of all of your fragrance products. So the first one that I wanted to tell you about is deodorant. I know that you probably already wear deodorant. If you don't, you need to. But that's for like a 5th grade health lesson. We're not gonna go through all of that and the whys and all that, because I'm sure we all know. The first thing is bacteria is what causes the odor, and it's not necessarily the sweat. It's just when you have bacteria which sits on your skin or from your clothing or through the day, and it mixes with that sweat. That's what creates the odor. And so not that you want to prevent yourself from sweating, but showering, that's why showering works so great, because it gets rid of that bacteria or a layer of that bacteria for some amount of time. But deodorant is the way to go, because it's going to help create like a barrier between the bacteria and the sweat. And so if you're like me, I sweat profusely. It's disgusting. Like sometimes I don't even feel like a girl when I sweat. It's so gross. But I also, I'm not someone who watches what I eat, and things like red meat, garlic, things like that can make your, all that bacteria and the sweat that mixes with it even stronger of an odor. And so one of the things that I have found is that deodorant doesn't seem to work. And I have tried everything under the sun, like washing out my pits like between the day, like a couple times during the day, like with wipes or in the shower or whatever, applying deodorant like multiple times. I've tried different brands. I've tried like the Dove or Secret like clinical strength ones that cost like 15 bucks. Didn't work. Here's what works. And I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but men's deodorant, I can't even tell you. Okay, so if you're totally grossed out about sharing with your significant other, then don't do that. Buy yourself a twin pack with 2 and mark yours up or whatever. But I'm telling you, you need some men's deodorant. This keeps you from stinking. And I know that initially it kind of smells like a dude locker room, but you're not even gonna notice that later. I swear it's not even gonna like stay. That scent isn't even gonna stay. But this is the only way that I can get my pits to not stink during the day. So if you're having an issue, switch to men's, because it's amazing. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is your fragrance, where to put it, because this can really be like a make or break situation. If you're like me, you kind of lose the scent through the day and you're reapplying it because you don't want to, smell. You want to smell, like I want to enjoy my fragrance too. And I don't want to waste it. So there are a couple of things you can do. The first thing is you can switch up your fragrances, which I think I talked about in the perfume video a little bit. I've got about 4 different Coach scents. Instead of buying one giant size, I got like 4 or 5 different little ones. That one allows me to control how much I put on because it's not in a spray. But it also allows me to switch up. It still has the same kind of like undertone scent that I like, but it gives me a little bit of variance so that I can still enjoy the new scent, because sometimes you get familiar with the scent too much and then you kind of don't recognize it as often. So I'm going to show you with this one. This is the Coach Poppy, where to place the perfume, because this is, it's a very practical information. So you want to place it on pressure points or places that heat up on your body. Now that would be like your cheeks, but we don't want to ruin our makeup. So right here behind the ears is one place. Okay, right here will get nice and warm, right in the crick of your neck almost. Right here, okay? Another good place is right on your collarbone. If you were to do this and you see this like divot right here, place it right there. Then if someone hugs you, you can kind of pick that up. The other place, like you've probably seen 100 times, is right on your wrist here, and you can rub them together. And then one other place you can put it is here in the crick of your elbow, like this. Okay, and I know that sounds funny, but if you think about it, it's constantly touching itself and it's constantly heating up. And so that's a really good place. The warmth is going to expel the scent even further. If you have a really, really hard time getting your scent to last through the day, try dabbing some on your clothes, like right on the wrist of your shirt or right on I like on the seam of my shirt, just depending on the fabric. Like this shirt, I wouldn't recommend doing it on the outside. I'd probably do it on the inside because the fabric's kind of sheer and you'd probably see the smudge or the splotch from the liquid. Plus perfume does have oils in it because they want the scent to last. And so if you place it right on, you know, really expensive or finer type garments, you're gonna see that. So I wouldn't recommend putting it directly like right on the front or something like that. I usually will pick a spot that's, you know, like I said, like right on the seam or where all the seams meet up is a really good place because then it's not so, it's more inconspicuous. Maybe a shirt that has buttons, I'll put on the buttonhole, that sort of thing. But that will allow your scent to not wear off on your body, but stay on your clothing and you'll be able to smell it, at least for yourself, a lot longer. So I hope these tips will help you to, you know, enjoy your scents and stay smelling delicious all day, every day. And there's no reason that you cannot smell beautiful all the time. So I hope this was just a practical video for you all. And if you've got any more suggestions for tutorials, let me know because I would love to hear what you guys want to see. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.